We're going to create a very easy way to draw a dog body of any breed in any pose that can be replicated by anyone, even beginner artists. So feel free to get a pencil and paper or open your drawing app so you can follow along. We're not going to focus on the head that much in this video because I've already discussed it in the previous video, so we're just gonna focus on the dog's body overall. In order for us to be able to figure out how to draw the body of the dog, we need references. So let's head to ye old Google and search for dog skeletons. We're going to have to study the skeletal structure of dogs. We're not going to go insane with anatomy, but rather we're going to simplify this skeletal structure into basic shapes. Now, if we look at it closely, we can see here that the rib area looks somewhat of an egg shape. This shoulder bit looks like a rounded triangle positioned in the top corner of the egg shape. The neck, spine, and the tail is just one long curved line like this. We can draw the head shape we discussed in the previous video on top of this line. For the pelvis, let's draw this slender trapezoid shape that is slanted back to the tail. For the front legs, let's draw an angled line at the tip of this triangle bit. Let's draw a bit of a circle for the joint. We're going to do a similar thing for the back legs. At this corner of the trapezoid, let's draw another angled line for the thigh and lower leg, and let's draw a circle for the joint. I actually did a video many moons ago where I did a similar method so we can draw humans in any pose we like. If you want to watch that, feel free to click the link in the description below. I'm mentioning this because there are some similarities between the human skeleton and dog skeleton. We have ribs, we have spines, we have pelvis, so on and so forth. Funny enough, we can draw the dog's pose in a similar approach as drawing human hands. This part of their legs is like the palm of the human hand, although it's a bit longer. The way I draw palms is by drawing a trapezoid shape. On the other hands, their fingers are shorter and their thumbs are even shorter than that. If we look at the picture of a dog paw, this little bit right here is like their thumb. Instead of drawing lines for the toes of the paws, we're just gonna group this and draw a shape around it. The simplest shape we can draw here is a half circle. Let's repeat that for the back limbs. With that, our dog stick figure is done. We're gonna use this to add definition. So starting with the torso, we're gonna draw a shape around the ribs and pelvis. It's kinda like a bean shape, but it's wider by the ribs and narrower at the pelvis, following the contour of the spine. Make the shape slightly bigger to depict the muscles and fat. To draw the front legs, let's draw a rounded triangle following the contour of the upper leg going around the shoulder area. Let's draw two straight lines from the knee joint going to the ankle joint. The quote-unquote palm part of the front legs doesn't really bend that much compared to the back leg, so be sure to take note of that, and we're gonna draw the semicircle again for the toes. We're doing the same thing for the back legs. We're going to draw the rounded triangle where the line of the upper leg would be at the center, going around the pelvic bone. Then let's draw two lines for the lower leg. The back legs are longer than the front legs, which is why the ankle joints bend slightly and the foot is at a slight angle. Draw a semicircle for the toes. Repeat these steps for the other pair of legs. Next, let's draw the neck by drawing two curved lines starting from the ball shape of the head, connecting it to the spine and the bottom of the rib area. Now we can clean this up and add some details. Now different breeds have different proportions and lengths. Be sure to do your research and look for references. For the front view, we have to apply for shortening, but we're still going to apply the method we just did. We start with the head and then we're gonna draw the line for the spine and tail. Drawing this first will help us determine the pose of the dog. We're drawing the ribs next. It looks rounder when we look at it up front than on the side. Then we're going to draw these shoulder thingies. Up front, it should be at an angle. Here's what it looks like on top view, so be sure to apply perspective. Draw the front legs next and the paws. Even though some parts at the back are hidden due to foreshortening, we're still going to draw so it doesn't confuse us. Let's draw the pelvis this time as a wider trapezoid shape and then draw the back legs. Now let's add definition. Starting with the body, let's draw two shapes this time around. An oval shape for the rib and then another for the pelvis, and let's connect it with two curved lines. Then we add definition to the legs using similar shapes as the previous drawing, and finally let's connect the head to the body by drawing the neck. Now let's just add the details, and we've drawn a cute little dog. Drawing the skeletal form first will help us in drawing the dogs in different poses. For example, when it's sitting, we can see how the back legs bend, when they're standing up, when they're sleeping, so on and so forth. These are just some samples, but feel free to do your own practice so that you can understand how everything works further. If you have any animals you'd like me to make a tutorial of, Let me know in the comments. Now, it's time to ink this. Whether you're doing traditional or digital inking, adding shading can add more dimension and appeal to it. This video will teach you simple shading techniques using just a humble pen, so go check it out.